Hello, boys and girls. My name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Stories Untold. We are moving into the home stretch now with episode 4, titled The Last Session. And given how the previous episode ended, I have a feeling that this one is either going to involve a psychiatrist's office, or maybe something related to being brought out of a coma.
I think that's enough of that for now.
What? Usually I skip through that intro movie except for the first episode, but this is...
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
This is a little different.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Already this is pretty different from the previous episodes.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
Not really.
Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here.
Time to quit help is here.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Okay. Can I mess with... Ooh.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Sure?
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Why is he not sitting here? Why is he in a different room?
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
Huh.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back.
Okay.
I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Time to... Whoa, Jesus.
Your mind.
Oh.
It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
I have a feeling I might have to put a warning about epileptic seizures in this one as well. Oh, shit.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
This is really neat. I think it's actually faster to go this way. 5610 AM.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James.
Code word reference report.
This is 20F.
Oh, this is actually... Wait a minute.
19
Hold on.
86
This is different. You know what? Let me turn that off for a second. 20F fatal accident, 1 injured. Driver was James Asian, injured. 1 Wayview Drive, Pewter Bridge in Wolson, wherever the hell that is. 10/1/83 was the birth, which is actually not too far ago as far as birthdays go, and oddly enough is the same year as me. In a station wagon, white. Passenger 1 is redacted for some reason. Doesn't say whether they were... Oh, passenger 1 being injured or deceased is also redacted. The other driver is Charles Hennings. That actually sounds sort of familiar. He is deceased. Greenfield Ave, also in Wolson, born 17/2/40. Oh, wait, no. Oh, right. This is European date standard, so that's actually the 10th of January, not October 1st. Just like this is the 17th of February. Sedan is S-E-D-A-N, not S-U-D-A-N. So unless he was driving the entirety of a country, then somebody made a mistake. Yes, I forgot about that. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside the vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Empty whiskey is circled for some reason. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Alright, so I believe our sister was Jennifer. Lots of black pages. Okay, maybe the first line is 20F fatal accident, second line is empty whiskey, and third is out of control. 20F fatal accident. No, damn it, I'm still using tab to try and get to the next line. Empty whiskey, out of control. Jesus.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
700 FM. 7,000 FM.
It's not like it, at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him, this Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Oh shit, we're back in first-person movement mode again, which makes me a little nervous. Alright, this doesn't make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. Driving home, don't have that 5th pint. First steps to recovery. That's home care, traveling chaperone, living with the new conditions, rehabilitation, physiotherapy, and mindfulness. Something tells me that Mr. Asian here was drunk driving, got into an accident. Somehow, the bottle ended up in the other guy's car, but then his sister ended up dying in the accident. You tense up, someone else is here. Oh, I don't think I like this. Okay. I don't see anyone else in here. At least not in this room. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Asian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
That was really interesting. Like, I like that they are all locked. I like that I was able to, like, find that. Nothing on the computer, except for the fact that I accidentally got my pointer far enough to the upper left that it thought I wanted to move the window around. Stairwell, observation, reception, surgery, home care, coma ward. I have a feeling I'm going to end up in the coma ward. I don't see anybody in pre-surgery. You've spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation, trash. Oh, shit. The Futuro, the house abandoned. Oh, man, this is like... This reminds me of, the movie The Usual Suspects. Or at least the ending of it, which I don't want to spoil because that movie is still fantastic for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. I mean, it's also good. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there is no detail here. Oh, because we're walking back through my memories. All right. But for anybody who would like to watch the movie The Usual Suspects, I won't spoil anything about it. It's very dark and non-detailed. And I like that if this is meant to be your memory, that they have an actual reason why some of these rooms are just, like, not very well defined. Another door you never opened, you don't know what was in there. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. It says that, and yet, like, my character kind of jumped a little, and then there's nothing behind me. And I can't close the doors. Great. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Are you sure? Oh, God. Let me check some of these doors before I go get myself jump scared. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Great, so we get to go down the creepy hallway now. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Oh god, I have to do my own.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging amp full to 10.
That's a laser.
Come on.
I can't do anything with that. Oh god. Do I need to turn on monitors? What do I need to turn on?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh god.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charge at 10.
This is actually really neat.
200 joules.
Alright.
Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
Shock me again, boss.
Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry.
One less. There we go.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
How do I... What did it say? Awaiting X-ray data. What am I missing? No, not the drill. Not opening that. Oh god, I can't remember.
X-ray. Let's get it going now, please.
What do I need to turn on with the X-ray? Oh god. Oh, there we go. Maybe? I forgot about that being a machine.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
Oh god.
Get your
Trepanning.
info, please.
Trepanning is when they drill a hole in your head to relieve pressure.
The drill.
It's on. Do I have to turn things off? What do I need to turn on with the drill? Oh wait, it's got to be non-X-ray?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
God damn it, what am I missing? There we go.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. You need to
Oh,
stay
God.
calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Christ. Oh, great. We're back here. That is loud as hell. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room as usual. You don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Open door. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Open door to hall. Go to hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Look at banner. Bon voyage, James. Finally not the family disappointment. Oh. Look at drinks. Bottles of beer and half-drunk glasses of wine. Why do I have a feeling I'm meant to be drinking those? Drink beer. Drink drinks. Haha. You aren't drinking someone else's drink. Get your own. Get drink. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. Oh, full of people and loud. I thought it was full of people and loud as in different items. Anyway, there are drinks and food on the table and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast which sits proudly on the table although no one is eating it. Look at hog. It looks great. Look at food. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Look at drinks. Get hog? Maybe later. Get drink. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to loosen up. Oh, just typing drink does the same thing. Get food? I don't know what you are trying to use. Drink drinks. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to loosen up. I already did that. Is Dad here? Look at Dad? No. Look at hog. Can I get the hog now that I've liquored myself up? Maybe later. Go to hall. You go back out to the hallway. Can I go upstairs now? Go upstairs. Talk to people. Enjoy party. Go to front room. Now is not the time to leave. The party is for you, after all. Go to living room. You shuffle past people to get back to their living room. There's like a humming that seems to be getting louder. It might also be the fact that I think there's a helicopter flying overhead outside of my house in real life. Look at people. All friends of Mom and Dad. The youngest is probably twice your age. Look for Mom? Look for Mum. No. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Talk to people. You exchange pleasantries. Nod and smile. Nod and smile. Try to look around again. Chatty strangers. Mostly friends of Mom and Dad. Go to hall again. Maybe there's another... Maybe there's more hints if I look around here and in the kitchen. Yeah, banners, horizontal surfaces. Look around. Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. Go to kitchen again, since I can't go upstairs. And then I guess we'll try looking around in here. Maybe there's another hint. It's always... In normal text adventures, I don't remember you really having to look around after you're already in a location and it's described it. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Alright. Look at writing. Look at wall. What do you mean? Oh, if there's read wall? Read writing. Happy New Year, 1986, and another banner. Weird place to hang it. Now, wait a minute. It said something about 83 as being the birth year of Mr. Asian. That doesn't make sense then. Look at Jennifer. Your sister is calling you over to talk. Talk to Jennifer. She's too far away and the room is too loud. Go to Jennifer. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. I guess Jennifer is her own location. You hug, you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Sure. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asked if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Yes? You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you, you're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Ugh. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Okay, look around. The room is full. There is a utility room. Oh, right, in the writing. Go to utility room. You open the door and peer in. Please don't jump scare me with something. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it with a card. Get bottle. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Drink whiskey. You take a swig. It's probably the best and strongest you've tasted ever. Just wow. Go to kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Look at Dad. He's young looking for his age. Hopefully you'll have the same luck. Go to hall. You go back out to the hallway. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, stumble my way back out through the house. Yeah, a few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen covered in blood. Deep breath time. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Talk to Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Hug Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why are the letters so big now? Go to living room? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go to kitchen. Oh god, I think a light just turned off. Yeah, everything just, I don't understand. Help. That's a face.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You are standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. Oh, God. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Sure. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yes. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Look at Jen. She's waiting patiently for that ride home. Drive Jen home. Drive home. Go out. There's no point till you find those car keys. Oh, God. Look around. Doors to the kitchen and living room. Hey, maybe I can go upstairs now. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Alright, there we go. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat in the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Look at Mum. She's totally in her element here. She always loved being the host. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Can we look around again? A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Move coats. Move jackets. Look at jackets. You search through all of the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Go outside. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Yes. Drive. Look around. Jen is standing by the front door, all ready to go. Go outside. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. God. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Go to car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe use the keys in your hand. Unlock car. Fumbling with the car keys, and eventually you get inside the car. The car is freezing. As you fumble around, a lot of fumbling, with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Start car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding keys in your hand. God damn it, game. Use keys on car. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Drive. The car doesn't move, given that the engine... Oh my god. It's like you've never driven before. Turn key. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Can we drive now? The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. You know, this is turning into comedy because, I don't know, if there was anybody that seemed this out of it, I would not even get in the car with them. Release brake. Brake with an A. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Now can I drive? You put the car in gear, I'm surprised it didn't make me do that, and pull out of the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk, on the road toward the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Left? Turn left. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Turn left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. All right. That's not what really happened, though, is it? Oh,
You're all
great.
over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister? Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you. You really, but really slow, like slow motion. Pull over. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car.
James, for fuck's sake, pull over!
The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Undo seat belt. Release belt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over and you just slump on the roof of the car? Crawl out. Exit car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall on your knees on the ground. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at the distance. Take note. Remove note. I have a feeling this is what happened. Put whiskey in blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection to the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remaining of the bottle's contents on the driver and then toss the incriminating evidence onto the passenger seat. But I don't think we removed the note. A circle of flashing lights surrounds you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look at silhouette. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Go to officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the...
I know you. I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault.
Jesus. Ah!
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
Okay.
Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James.
How?
understand.
Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened. Oh. Guess I was supposed to find the stop button?
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Jesus. That was really neat. I was honestly a bit let down when it began to seem like in the third episode that it wasn't really some sort of an alien invasion, because I'm a friggin' science fiction nerd, so I'm obviously into that kind of thing. But I do really like the way things wrapped up. Like, I had a feeling that Jennifer's death was the fault of James, but I wasn't entirely sure how, or... It was kind of interesting how they made James into, like, a real asshole by not only, getting into a drunk driving accident as the person who was drunk, but also, like, specifically not helping her sister out, which I assume is how it was supposed to go, considering that's just how the text adventure allowed me. And not only that, but also trying to frame the other person in the accident for the drunk driving itself. But yeah, that was Stories Untold, and if you've made it this far, then you probably, you've obviously had the entirety of it spoiled for you, but it's definitely a game that people should play for themselves, hopefully blind, so they don't know what's coming, like me. But anyway, oh wow. So the tape that was on the table on the main menu all the time was the Stories Untold tape, but now it's session 1 to 4 of James Asian. That was really neat. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.